What is going on, everyone? You're listening to the On the Mark Wrestling Podcast, hosted by the Marks, for the Marks, and I am your host, Mr. OTM, Kyle Gagliardi, and one of my co-hosts is my good friend, Jim Tucker, or as I like to call him, Chucky!
What's going on, Kyle? And for the longest time.
Oh, I thought you were singing.
It's been a while. No, it's been a while. We've waited a while to get Erica back, and here she is at Erica _0328 Erica Marini.
Just come on.
Say it. Deliver it.
What's up, dog?
What's up, dog? It's been a while, but nothing's changed.
Nothing has changed.
Nothing has changed. So we're
here. As
here.
SCW Steve would say, the terrific trio is here. And we do say it is Erica Marini's last show. That's as a full-time co-host. Erica, you will be back on at some point, right? We are going to get you as a guest from time to time.
And I'm like already thinking like, I know I'm not inviting. I'm imposing on you guys.
You have an automatic invite.
Yes. That cannot be declined.
You got to cash that in on WrestleMania probably.
Oh, for sure.
Because you got to remember, we're going to be there. So our excitement's going to be here.
Oh my God, you're right.
With your usual 13 out of 10.
Oh,
now think of ours.
Yes. Oh, shit.
Dude,
oh, God. And then it makes me think of how good last Mania weekend is.
They just announced Super Card of Honor on Friday, too.
Thank you. I was just going to say that's.
For LA?
Yeah, 4 o'clock.
I land at 4 o'clock.
Well,
just run.
Yeah, I'm just going to sprint right to it. No, I
It'd be like a movie.
I couldn't pull it off. How you doing, Erica? We haven't talked to you, obviously, in a couple weeks. Anything new in your life?
Yeah, these.
Oh. You channeled your inner Tucky?
No, these are all presents. I got my Eddie. I got this Mankind. Did you ever see these Mankind lunchbox? It comes with a Mankind.
Pisses me off. I want one. Yeah.
I'll show you.
Bring it closer. Oh, and knock down everything while you're at it.
So it's old school metal lunchbox, and inside you get a Mankind Funko.
Oh.
You get it's like a lanyard and a keychain and a pin, and the coolest,
cool.
The coolest, a Mr. Sacco. So now I'm going to be Mankind for Halloween next year.
Look at that. Got it already figured out. That's a pretty cool little gift. Look at that, people. You got an unboxing here on episode 132 from Erica Marini. The chat is already alive. SCW Steve said, let's get ready to rumble.
Nailed it.
That's not. Oh, yeah. Does it all go together? Same song? No.
No, that wasn't it. You're getting there. Robbie Collins checking in. He says, hello. Couldn't miss the Rumble predictions in Erica's final show. Steve says, I am the Iron Man today. That I am. I just got done doing a 2-hour Royal Rumble stream on SCW, the wrestling channel. So if you weren't able to check that out live, please go ahead and subscribe to SCW Steve. He is the man. The Pigskin Project, a.k.a. Ryan Matthews, chiming in, giving you a thank you, Erica. And Robbie says, Erica really turning into Brock Lesnar with the yearly.
Hey, when you establish stars and they give X amount of value to the company, you there's a give and take there, right? So the daily grind, the consistent weekly grind, it takes a toll on somebody. And so we're moving our chips to cash in on a few yearly appearances, kind of more bang for your buck, stadiums type shows. You know what I mean? We're going to pack the seats of a larger venue a few times a year instead of running small to medium houses. It is what it is.
That's a great way of describing it. Dirk Bogus said, we will miss you sorely. Oh, she froze there for a second, Erica.
You guys both froze. Can you hear me?
Very frozen for a second.
You're good now. You said thanks.
Also, Tuck, you're giving off definite Daniel Bryan vibes right now.
Oh,
it's a thing. Yeah. You know.
Like the shirt that, remember, Erica, the say yes to the beard shirt or whatever it was, the gray t-shirt?
Yeah.
That's the Tucky vibes. Hey, it's January, right? How cold is it over by you?
It's not that cold, 30s and 40s. Just still a lot of snow on the ground. And we got a smattering coming in this weekend. We're not that far away. February 18th is tryouts for baseball. So we might be.
Instead of baseball, snowballs.
I guess we'll see. But he's been working hard. Last day of this today. Grades have been posted. I'm out.
Love it. Give this guy a break. He deserves it.
Break duck. Love it.
And you got a perfect start to the weekend too, or the break, I should say, with the Royal Rumble happening 2 nights.
Friday night we've got some friends coming over to celebrate Mrs. birthday. My wife, happily married, 31 years old. So had a birthday.
Happy birthday, Mister.
Yeah,
happy birthday.
Had a birthday Wednesday. Got people coming over Friday. I got a few people coming over for the Rumble. You know what I mean? Might have a side lottery as well. You know, I think our tent is filled. We gotta figure out our tent. So we got the Rumble lottery in the mix. Prediction show. Already got 5 or 6 submissions already.
That's good. We'll send the link up there in a little bit. Erica, you got any Rumble plans for Saturday?
Just going to a friend's house. Nice. Missed it last year because it was like snowy and icy. So I'm excited to finally do something fun. Even though the Rumble's fun no matter what you did.
Right.
Should we risk one of these guys for the Rumble? An elite, I mean,
that's up to you. You're the one that purchased those figures, not us.
An elite to the winner. Yeah, but I think I started a Google spreadsheet so I don't buy the same figure twice again.
Smart.
I've done it like 7 times. But you know, maybe we'll do a little elite giveaway, a little figure giveaway. I got 2 autos of Bianca Belair. Promo 8x10 of your choice. I got a whole binder full of promos that I don't have room to display. I already have 20 displayed. So
I also have cool stuff now too. I did my first AEW crate.
Nice.
And I got like the sweetest FTR shirt. I think I like cried when I opened it. But
Love
then
it.
I know those probably wouldn't fit anybody. But I have a cool Thunder Rosa micro brawler. I got some stuff. So
there you go. This week's pro wrestling crate ass.
Tell it how it is. Tell it how it is.
I get it every month. I've got it every month for over 3 years. And when you month to month, you don't. But when you kind of add up all the money that I've spent on these little boxes, let's not remind them.
Let's not add it up because this is live on social media.
We're adults. We're adults here. Come on.
Yeah. But you don't need an ass box.
But if
money.
If we're talking about money, we're talking about spending money. I think we've got a place to send the listeners.
That we do, Tuck, at the On the Mark Wrestling Podcast.com this weekend. Look at our merch we are wearing right now. Everybody's got an OTM hoodie on. Erica's even got an OTM t-shirt underneath as she flashes the entire audience. Yes, listeners, Erica Marini flashed the entire audience. You have to go back and watch it. The only way is to subscribe on YouTube, like, and all that good stuff to see it. But yeah, this weekend and this weekend only, if you use promo code Rumble at the On the Mark Wrestling Podcast.com, you will save 10% off of your order. We got some other great t-shirt designs on there as well. And Tuck, you want to tell them how they can get involved with the Royal Rumble predictions? Because I am the OTM PLE champion and you can dethrone me.
Someone do it.
We will.
Won't be you. Be you, that's for sure, Erica.
My fuck fingers now.
Oh, yo. Hey, people, listeners, viewers, everybody, bit.ly/Rumble23. You got to put your name, you got to put an email address so we can contact you, etc. And then you make your picks. Multiple choice, like you just got to pick one for the winners where we know who are in. You got to pick one. There is the funny part. Try to be explicit, like who you're talking about when you write in for the men's and women's Royal Rumble winners.
Yeah, be very specific with that.
I have a confession to make.
What's that?
No.
What was that? Erica was singing. I didn't hear you mumble.
I'm getting tired of starting again. I don't know who I'm picking.
Oh, okay. So here we are for our Royal Rumble preview show, and Tuck decides to pull a Marini.
It's easy to do.
I've narrowed it down to about 30 candidates per match.
Oh, that's not bad.
And we're just going to kind of sort it.
Fair enough. Good approach there, Tuck. So yeah, bit.ly/Rumble23 to get your predictions in and try to dethrone yours truly, Mr. OTM. And guess what time it is, everybody? It's Tino's time. I just got done chatting with him.
Tino's time.
Thanks for stopping by, Tino. He said, Erica, we will miss you.
Oh,
Bryant has his picks in. That's good to hear. My buddy Adam from work is giving the middle fingers as well. So here's to you. And
is that OC?
No, it's not OC Nocy. It's another Adam that I work with. It's funny they're both named Adam. Robbie said got L predictions in. Ready for Vince to win the Rumble. Robbie, don't put that out there. You know what happens.
Come on now. Good vibes only 2 days out. Come on, dog.
That's a classic Robbie comment there. But Tuck, before we get into everything, we have another birthday shout out, don't we, to start off this episode?
Birthdays are hot lately. A lot of people celebrating the day of their births. And the next one we're shouting out, Stanley Bobin. What a guy. Member of the community I taught in and coached in a couple years back before the move out west. Stanley Bobin. Great guy, great wrestling fan. So shout out to you. If you have a birthday and you would like to be shouted out on the podcast, send me a DM on Facebook or Twitter, and we'll queue it up. Literally the only contributions I've ever made to the doc. The first keystrokes. I've never typed a
birthday shout out. He wrote birthday shout out. That's the first thing Tuck ever added to the pre-show doc.
I have never typed a letter. I've looked at it. Never. No type.
Erica's probably typed more letters than Tuck.
I think it was shit talking you when you were editing it. But those count.
Shit talking me. That'll never change. That's for damn sure.
No.
We're already 13 minutes in for this week's episode. I wanted to chat a little bit though about my experience last Saturday, if you guys don't mind, because I got to stop by at Warrior Wrestling. It's a company based out of the Midwest. My good friend now I can say.
Let's not act like you were just in the neighborhood, fella. Okay. Stop by.
Okay.
Cut it out.
Swung by.
I don't want to get into, extreme detail because, I want to keep kayfabe alive, but I got to meet every single wrestler at Warrior Wrestling. And let me just say this, everybody was a class act. They come up to you, they introduce you by their first name, they ask your name. First person I met, Takeshita. Backstage. Nice. And he comes up to me and goes, Take. So he likes to be referred to as Take if you're talking to him in person. So that was awesome.
Look at that. I believe Takeshita will be at Battle in the Valley in San Jose. You see it there?
And I think I'm meeting him in March.
And Kingston.
You got to tell him that he was alongside me at Warrior Wrestling.
I'll show him a picture.
He'll remember. This?
I shouldn't even just say Kyle. He'll be like, oh yeah, Kyle.
Oh yeah. Take.
Kyle. Yeah.
Great dude. But yeah, it was just it was so cool to see what goes into setting up an indie show. I mean, we were backstage for a majority, and thank you to Steve and everybody that was on that crew because we even got to step into the ring. I tapped out to a sharpshooter from Jeremy the Ref, who we had on the show last week. Awesome. So it was cool. I took a couple chops. I mean, just first class company right there. And I'm telling you, if you're in the Midwest and Warrior is coming to your town, they run in Chicago and South Bend, Northwest Indiana. Tuck's been, Tuck, you could speak a little bit about it. Isn't that just a great experience?
Well, and I stream the show. If you can't go, streaming is a great option as well. They definitely stepped up their production, reclaimed their production value with this one. They were running a short staff the last couple shows and not perfect, but not terrible by any means. But this last production, great. Aside from when they kind of went away from ringside and throughout the building, that was a little tough, but good value, $20 to see some pretty good cards, really good cards.
Yeah. So Eric, I don't know if you saw pictures, but it was kind of like a theater setup. So it was a surrounding bowl around the ring in South Bend. So the energy level was high, and it did get tough when they got outside the ring because the lighting wasn't great. But overall for an independent wrestling company, you had Zachary Wentz there, Takeshita, Christopher Daniels. Kylie Ray, everybody talks about how awesome she is. Buddy Murphy was there as well. Buddy Matthews. Wow. Yeah, he worked the main event against Casey Navarro. But I'll tell you what, Kylie Ray is one of the sweetest human beings you'll ever meet. I had a 10 to 15 minute conversation about wiffle ball with her. Some reason wiffle ball comes up in conversation when I talk to wrestlers because she has a background in softball. So that's how that convo started. We were with Jeremy, who plays in the Leroy League Tuck. But yeah, it was just overall, I felt like I had to share my experience and my gratitude for Steve and everybody, because I will be back. Hopefully I can do more, maybe get some interviews for the show. I know, Tuck, that Steve, the guy that runs and produces everything at Warrior, wants to come on, and they are running a big show in June. So stay tuned for that. But yeah, that was just an awesome Saturday. Yeah. Like Steve said, how awesome to meet everyone there. Brian said, dang, that's fun. And yeah, Tino, it's right in your neck of the woods. They'll be in Chicago February 18th, I believe. I'm not sure if that's 100%, but yeah. Go ahead and check them out if you can. So I figured I would definitely show some love to Warrior, because Jeremy was on the show last week. We got to talk to him about the show. And Tuck, you watched it live, right? The whole entire South Bend show?
Yes, sir. It was
great wrestling.
Yeah. Talia Hall, Saturday, February 18th, VIP Fan Fest, 4:30. Bell time is 7. Tickets at warriorwrestling.net.
There you go. Appreciate you looking that up for us, Tucky. But I say we get into it, guys. The reason Erica's here, the reason we are all here, and everybody watching live right now on Facebook, YouTube, or Twitter, is to talk about the Royal Rumble. I am the champion, so I guess I'll go first here for this one. Bray Wyatt taking on LA Knight. Yeah.
Almost typed that into the doc, but didn't.
You have to do it, right?
Yeah.
Yeah. So this is going to be a Mountain Dew pitch black match, whatever that means. We don't know. First off, expectations for this, Erica. We obviously don't know what's going to be happening. What do you expect to see out of this one?
I have no idea.
Right.
Like, there's obviously going to be darkness, but like, what is the light? Is it like the fireflies? Like when everyone has,
I have one thing. The only thing I know about this, WWE has purchased and is, they have purchased and will have on hand a shit ton of neon lights.
I brought that up to Steve on their show. So that is a thing that might happen.
Is it like black light or?
Probably like the DX lights, right? Like when you held them in the crowd.
Yeah, greens, whatever the colors of the pitch black logo are, probably purples, greens. I don't know. The optic of it is going to be interesting. I'm intrigued. Is it a cinematic? Is it going to be a cinematic match?
That's another thing. Maybe it starts as a cinematic and then develops into something. But I'm more concerned about Uncle Howdy's involvement in this match. This is a tough one for me because I could easily see Uncle Howdy costing Bray Wyatt this one, but with it being Bray Wyatt's first match back on TV, I don't know how I can go against him. So I think it's a safer pick to go with Bray Wyatt. So I think that's who I'm going to go with. Tuck, what about you?
The interesting part about it, like, are they going to, how big of a rocket are they trying to put on LA Knight's back, you know? Because that's an option. Like Bray Wyatt right now doesn't need to win. We've watched him not wrestle and have been intrigued ever since he re-debuted. So, and that was October. Like since we haven't seen him, you know, go.
It's been a while.
So, exactly. So I'm going with Bray Wyatt as well. I have a hard time thinking that he would lose. But again, going back to my hope and gift and wish, I hope LA Knight is not ruined if he does lose. That's my thing.
I don't think he would be ruined. I think he's a megastar and he'll be fine with a loss. But before you go, Erica, Robbie's going with LA Knight. He can't help but think that Uncle Howdy helps LA Knight get the victory here. Where do you stand in all this?
Well, please. I thought I had it until Robbie just said that.
There's a case.
There's a case for everything. I think I think that LA Knight is just such a good, like, coward, like chicken shit heel that he would bounce back from this somehow and like next week have an excuse and just easily get involved in something else, and we kind of forget that the Rumble even happened. But I don't, now that you said Uncle Howdy, and I've been like missing SmackDown, so I don't 100% know.
That's fair.
the Uncle Howdy aspect of it all. So I have nothing to lose. But if Uncle Howdy helps LA Knight win, then that sort of elongates this feud, which I feel like is kind of odd.
Do you not want to see this feud continue? Like, do you think this should be the end of LA Knight and Bray?
Kind of. I think that LA Knight, maybe it's just all like a timing thing, and it just seemed like an odd pairing. I know it's been working, but it just still kind of seems like random to me. Just like two people that really had like no business like being involved with each other. They're just so different. But maybe then this turns into like an Uncle Howdy and Bray thing, and not so much. I'm gonna go LA Knight. I don't think that's
too risky of a pick. I could definitely see it happening. Yeah, it's
talk it out.
The whole shenanigans with Uncle Howdy and not knowing specifically what the match is makes it a little more difficult than surface level.
There's no way Bray loses, though. There's no way.
I mean, there might be a way. I don't know. Let me talk to you, is what Steve's saying in the chat. I mean, the catchphrase is LA Knight. He's so good. That's why I don't think him losing is going to hurt him at all.
Because he's jacked too.
Oh,
God. Yeah. And he's just cool.
There's a reason he's called the megastar. Like, that's a perfect word to describe it. He's got it all. Steve said Robbie makes a good argument, but I can't bet against Bray on the first match back on TV. And Brian said, and this is also something big that happened on Monday Night Raw. I feel like Undertaker whispering to Bray on Raw has something to do with this match.
He leaned over to play that in the comments. What did Undertaker whisper to Bray Wyatt? I say he leaned over and he just said, "I'm an American badass." Like, what?
I thought he said,
leaving Bray more confused. Like,
Robbie said, Mountain Dew, darkness, and Bray Wyatt. What could go wrong?
Honestly.
Steve's got a question, though, for us. Eric, I'll let you have this one. Will Bray have a more powerful alter ego in the future? Bray didn't always win when he wasn't the Fiend character. So how do you see the Bray character looking going into Mania?
So, like, kind of having another Fiend-esque.
Yeah. Like, what direction do you think they go? Does he lean back to the Fiend, or is it going to be something different?
There's got to be something different. This kind of just seems like, I mean, taking the Uncle Howdy aspect out of it, it just seems like a little bit like too normal, like one-dimensional, just like, I'm Bray Wyatt, and there's like nothing weird about me. Plus, I don't know what the whole like Alexa Bliss part of all of it is either. So I think there's definitely something spooky to come, and I hope that I like Bray like that.
There's something going on there. That's for damn sure.
And maybe he loses and it ignites that. Probably not, but maybe.
Good. Tuck, you got anything to add to Steve's question?
The Firefly Funhouse part of all of it that came back makes it weird to me. I'm interested, but I have no prediction.
I think it's just callbacks to all of his old personas. I mean, he did the Eater World stuff. I mean, they hinted towards the Fiend, obviously, with the Firefly Funhouse, and maybe we see different iterations of Bray in this pitch black match.
Oh,
who knows?
It's going to be dark.
It's going to be dark, so he could probably pull it off, but we'll find out on Saturday. Ryan Vogus says Tuck should be called the Megastar.
Yeah.
Yeah, that plays for everything.
That comment got a lot more screen time than I thought it would. Hey,
I'm not going to deny that you're a Megastar.
Strong boys.
Taker whispered that Bray Wyatt's story is taking longer than Taker's ring entrances.
Hey man, cool your shit. Your story's taking longer than my entrance.
That's probably exactly what he said. So let's go from one thing with Uncle Howdy to another situation that sort of involves Uncle Howdy, and it's Bianca Belair, the Raw Women's Champion, taking on Alexa Bliss. Tucky, you get to start us off for this one. Where's your head at for this match?
Light bulb just went off. I don't know.
Let it go.
Alexa Bliss wins. Bianca Belair wins the Royal Rumble.
Oh.
That cash it. Alexa Bliss, Raw Women's Champion.
Is it a clean win, or is there going to be shenanigans involved?
I will call them shahoudigans.
Shahoudigans. Okay.
Oh. Good.
That was brought up just a little bit ago on Steve's stream by someone. It might have been somebody commenting, but Tuck, it's an idea that makes sense to me. Erica, what do we feel about this one?
Listen, it's tough for me
Is it too sexy? Like,
I think it's something. No. It's a something. It's definitely mage, to quote GP podcast.
Is Shahoudigans too sexy? Is that what you just asked?
Like, is that like, I usually don't pick that way. Like that, he
has layers to his selection.
It feels book it better. Like Mikey Wilson as book it better, like big stretch, but
let's parlay off of what your prediction was, because Steve has a good question. He said he loves that pick, but would you pick Belair then to face Charlotte if she won the Rumble?
Put it on night 1. We'll be in section 217, row 12. Ha ha.
Okay. All right, Erica, maybe Robbie will help you again with this pick. He says Alexa wins with the help of Uncle Howdy or someone else.
Well, I was unfortunately already going to choose Alexa. I'm not.
Oh, sorry for stealing heat.
No, I just mean I don't want her to win, but I feel that. I feel.
Is that why we're breaking up?
I just feel yes.
Yes.
I just feel like it just keeps
a couple days to text her.
It just keeps like happening, like the two of them, and like we keep like revisiting. Yeah. I mean, maybe it's only been like 3 times, but I just feel like it's leading to something, and I think the something is Alexa getting the belt back. I think Bianca does also deserve some time off, but like Steve said, Tuck said, does she win the Rumble or does she take a few weeks off? I don't know.
Or they go run it back at Elimination Chamber?
I'll say Alexa Bliss.
I was not expecting you guys
to
both go with Alexa Bliss. Let's go to Bryant real quick. He said Bianca is due for a loss, but it won't be clean and she'll retain the title. Kind of goes off my prediction. I don't think this is going to end clean. I think we're going to get some sort of a DQ finish. I think Alexa goes to the dark side a little bit and does something that obviously isn't legal. And Bianca retains that way, and then maybe they can have a rematch at Elimination Chamber. But another thing is I just can't see Alexa Bliss going into WrestleMania 39 as champion. Bianca Belair having a match with someone as the champion just makes more sense. And that's no disrespect to Alexa Bliss. I think her character work is good. I'm not huge on her as a whole, but she's usually good with her characters, but it's got to be Bianca. So I'm going to go with Bianca to retain here. Robbie said he actually put Bianca in his predictions, but he's been changing his mind all week. And look at that, Tucky. Cue the soundboard. My mother.
Hi, Donna.
Donna Gagliardi in the chat. Hello, mother. Steve coming in with another heater. We've had 3 faces of Foley at the Royal Rumble. How about 3 appearances of Uncle Howdy? He interferes in the Bray and Alexa matches, followed by being a surprised entrant in the men's Royal Rumble. Wow. Thoughts?
Do you think that we like see who Uncle Howdy is? No, because it can't just be Bo, because then we're like,
I was going to say, do we want to?
No.
Yeah. I don't want to see it. Thoughts on that? That's a pretty interesting booking there.
Yeah. Hey, first Triple H Royal Rumble experience with hopefully very little Vince McMahon dust on it. You know what I mean? He's now back a little bit, so that you're always like one eye open, kind of eyebrow, but I'm here for it. Let's get weird. We love Rumble season.
Yeah,
it's the best because it just means WrestleMania is on the horizon. Brian said after talking about this, I wish I changed my pick. See, that could be a pro tip. Wait to fill out the prediction sheet until we do the show. That way, one of us 3 can maybe persuade you.
Or just do another one under an alias.
Now you're giving people ideas.
What?
No.
That's hacking the system. Then they got 2 chances to win, Erica.
For real.
It would be like Butt Cheeks Magoo. Remember when we mentioned him on the show a couple of weeks ago?
And he stays a problem. Butt Cheeks Magoo, always messing around.
Got to get rid of this guy. And look who's checking in. The man we wished a happy birthday earlier. Stanley's in the chat.
Happy birthday. Attaboy.
Brian likes your idea, Erica.
Thank you.
So does Mikey Wilson. Hangman Mikey Wilson, as some would call him. Nice to see him in the chat. We don't get to see him very often. So let's go to the last match before we get to the actual Rumbles. And
I have a question.
Never go mind. For it.
Answered. I was like, whose massive peck is on the left side of my screen right here? It's Bobby Lashley. I got it. I've been like locked in on it for a minute. I'm sorry.
Are you talking about by me?
Yeah.
Yeah, that's
the
Bobby.
One attached to Bobby Lashley.
You're by Roman. I think Erica's in the Rollins spot.
Head of the table.
Can I see your best Rollins impersonation here?
Ooh.
No.
All right. That's a no. All right. She said
Slide
no,
edit.
guys. You can't force
easy
it.
Oh, wait. And then so that's Rollins' fist. And then who's behind him?
You can see the tap.
It's me, the head of the table.
That's Roman over here. I see his hair, but then I see Seth's fist.
No, I am
now
Seth. I'm Roman Reigns. I'm the head of the table.
Yeah, I see that. Then Kyle's got Bobby Lashley.
Correct.
If I am Seth, come on, I see Becky between us. Is that like Drew?
I don't know. We're spending a lot of time on the background.
Who made this thing?
I made this thing, dipshit. That was mean.
Harsh.
I'm sorry. Roman Reigns versus Kevin Owens for the unified titles. I think this is an obvious selection. It has to be Roman Reigns, but it also feels like these two are just destined to go at it at the Royal Rumble every single year. It's going to be the third Royal Rumble match we see between the two. I'm excited for it because we obviously love Kevin Owens and Roman Reigns is great, but it has to be Roman Reigns for me, Tuck.
Yeah, I think it's got to be Roman Reigns for everybody, right? Like, what? Like, the dynamic with the bloodline has to keep going. There's got to be something more to it. What happens in the Rumble? You know what I mean? Like, what goes on in the Rumble? What's happening? It's crazy. I can't wait.
So do we think that Roman wins and then Sammy wins the Rumble?
Well, now you're just giving out spoilers, Erica. Well, Sammy winning the Rumble is definitely a possibility. I would say he's in the top 5 for odds to win. I'm sure that's what you would like to see, right? You're a big Sammy gal.
Yeah. I like that.
Could definitely be something. So is that going to go with your pick there then? You're going to go with Roman Reigns?
I'm jotting it down.
Okay. Any other shenanigans we think we'll see in this? Or you think Sammy tries to get involved in any way?
Okay. Also, does it matter?
There's going to be Sammy in it. There's going to be Sammy nanigans.
Okay.
Well, okay. I can't play off of that.
Shenanigans.
Do you think that this is the main event? What if it's not?
No,
and then
I don't think it is. I think it kicks off the show like Rollins and Reigns did last year at the Rumble. I think you start hot.
Yeah. I'm trying to think what my point was.
Are we all going to do this now?
Are we going to do are they going to, what do you think the order is? You think you go Roman KO,
then LA Knight, yeah.
And then,
or do you do both championships, pitch black, both Rumbles? Men's, women's, pitch black, women's.
Well, last year it was the women's match, and then I think it didn't go right into the men's match.
The women's match, went on earlier, and then the men's main event.
Yeah, they did split it up last year, yeah.
That's probably what they're going to do. Mikey Wilson says, you're right, Gags. It's super obvious. Kevin Owens. Yeah, Mikey's definitely not going with Kevin Owens. Robbie Collins is saying, surely Roman picks up the win, but I reckon the final challenge for Sammy will be doing something to KO. And then he decides to not do it and teams up with KO. Something is changing, he says. Yeah, I like that, Robbie.
Would you like me to mention Ian Garavaglia part-time co-host pick?
Sure. Why not?
Ian Garavaglia went with KO here.
Is he just trying to pick up a win just in case something crazy happens? Because he ain't winning. Brian said if Roman goes down, it'll be at WrestleMania, but my Rumble prediction leads into that. Interesting. Okay. And he apparently had the same idea as Erica for the Rumble win. So that was the thing. Robbie said, I just want the old Sammy theme back. Yes, that was an awesome theme. I thought the women's Rumble would have kicked it off. Yeah, it
I
definitely
hope not
could.
Now. Not where my money's going. It better not.
Really?
I'm gonna have to call somebody. Yeah,
I
need Bianca to lose.
Oh, that's right. Okay, got it for your predictions.
Oh, right.
Now that makes sense.
Did you guys know Mikey Wilson's going to the Rumble?
Wait, is he really?
He'll be there. Yeah.
Who is he going to tell us this? Oh,
wait,
Julie did it?
Yeah, he's in Texas. He's going to San Antonio. It's great.
Okay, so it's in Texas. Okay.
Mm-hmm.
Steve said he'd go with Roman first, then the women's Rumble, then the spooky matches, and then the men's to finish. Yeah, it's probably the right way of going about doing it, except for Tuck's predictions wouldn't work out. But hey,
I'm going to know real early if it's going to how my night's looking.
But if it does like line up the way you need it to line up, then you're going to get very excited.
Oh yeah.
Steve said Roman retains despite a Sammy hiccup in the match when interfering. Yeah, there's definitely going to be. I feel like all these matches that aren't the actual Rumbles are going to have something to cause a weird finish. But there's a lot of options for sure. But before we get to the big Rumbles themselves, we got to hear what the hell the listeners are saying about the On the Mark Wrestling Podcast.
What's everybody saying about the On the Mark Podcast?
It's just insane, and I love it.
Non-stop hardcore energy.
Unlike any other.
It's a great show.
We'll be right back after a brief intermission.
And we are back. Let's get to the Women's Royal Rumble. We have only 7 confirmed participants as of today. We're recording on a Thursday. We might get more on Friday, which personally I like because I think it makes things a little less predictable, wouldn't you think?
For sure.
Erica, nothing. Is Erica frozen?
She's very frozen. Yep.
Okay, we lost Erica, but she eventually will make her way back. Don't worry, it happens all the time. So
am I here?
You're back now. I hear you. Welcome back. The 7 confirmed participants in the Women's Rumble are Liv Morgan, Candice LeRae, Rhea Ripley, Raquel Rodriguez, Shayna Baszler, Zelina Vega, and Emma. So obviously not a lot of names there that we know for sure are going to be a part of it. But if there are any returns, surprises, Erica, are there any women you would like to see show up? Maybe it's a call-up or something like that?
Oh, call-ups would be fun. I'd love to see Indy in it. I think you tweeted that. I'm like ready for her any day now on the main roster. I think it'd be cool, to have more call-ups rather than throwbacks.
Dude, put Sol Ruka in there, let her hit the finisher so you go viral, like TikTokable.
Yeah. I loved I want to see Casey Catanzaro in it. I like her saves like last year or the year before, whenever it was. So yes. So I'd like to see a return Naomi. Yeah. Could
you imagine that being number 30, Naomi? That'd be
I think if she comes out at all, it's number 30. But you need to me, the fucking Rumble every year needs like a good number 30. And sometimes we get it and sometimes we don't. That would be a good number 30.
Well, just like you need a good number 30, you need a good number 1 and 2.
True.
Last year they started with Sasha Molina, I believe. Eric, I know I'm putting you on the spot, but if you were to start it with 2 women, who would you start it with? I said on Steve's shows that I would start with the vets. I would go with Lita and Trish for a little throwback to start off the Rumble. I think that'd be a cool moment.
Yeah.
But other surprises that you could see, Tuck, want to see. Obviously, the Forbidden Door could be open. We're not 100% sure. A lot of rumored free agency names that could show up. Who do you think we'll see?
Well, I don't know. I don't know specifically. I don't have a lot of big guesses. I do know that every Rumble people reach out to WWE and say, "Hey, I'm available." If you're looking for a name. And it seems like the energy has been a little bit more resistant to some of those appearances. Legends, kind of inconsequential legends. I think a few of them are fun. I like it.
Yeah.
But yeah, I don't have any names. I think Naomi is a good candidate that I would love to see. And then,
what are the odds we see Mercedes Moné, aka Sasha Banks?
I think 0 right now.
Really?
Yeah. I don't. Yeah. Well, like, she wasn't even in any video packages on Monday Night Raw for Raw 30. as
was
the
in the
Bella Twins
opening.
pointed out. Like,
She was in the opening.
yeah, but
Oh yeah, you're right. I think I did see
when,
it.
after she beat Charlotte.
like but that's been a thing. Like I don't know. I just thought she'd be in a package, a video like a Raw 30 specific package. You know.
That seems like where she won all of her titles too, because she would always lose them on pay-per-views, and she would have like the shortest title reigns. Some names I would like to see potentially is Chelsea Green. Rumors that she signed a couple months ago. I think that would be a good moment for sure. I'm totally blanking on some of the other names that I mentioned earlier, but let's go to the chat. Robbie Collins said, "Dewdrop might get back into it." Yes, that's a possible return. And speaking of the Forbidden Door, Steve is thinking Kairi Sane would be great.
Wow.
For the Royal Rumble. That'd be a moment.
Yeah,
that would be a moment. Also, what about Asuka? We haven't seen Asuka in a little bit. There's a lot of good options. So let's get to the picks himself. Tucker, I believe you are up first this time. First up,
I didn't go first.
Oh, yeah, Nia and Lana, aren't they coming back?
Oh yeah, Lana could be coming back. Steve asked Eva Marie anyone. I'm going to politely say no. I'm also going to politely say no to Ryan Vogus's comments, saying Nia Jax. Right on. Brian asked this question too before we give our picks. How does everyone feel if Santina Marella joined the Rumble a la China Beth Phoenix as an opposite surprise?
Sure.
Why not? It's good to have a fun spot here and there. Beth Phoenix is a name to keep an eye out for too.
Yeah.
Could you imagine Beth and Rhea having a thing in the Rumble?
Yeah.
Yes.
That would be good.
Well, my women's Royal Rumble pick is Bianca Belair. That's the pick that I've kind of laid out. So that's my story. Robbie did point to here. Don't you think it's Rhea's time? I do, but I think I think I can argue a little bit that she doesn't really need it right now with her and Dom in the Judgment Day. But it is WrestleMania season, so I think a lot of the money is going to be on Rhea. I like my story. So, and I love Bianca Belair. That's my thing. She's like my favorite. So
it's hard not to love Bianca Belair. She's awesome. So, Erica, who are a couple of the ladies you got your eye on?
Well, I mean, I think everybody probably thought or has an eye on Rhea, but now that I just said Naomi, I think you're gonna have her come back. I personally think we need more like I would say main event women, but we do. It's the recycled few, which I'm not complaining about.
Sasha's gone, Ronda's gone, yeah.
You're bringing, you know what I mean? And then you're bringing these, people like Liv Morgan. I know she was champion, but I don't know. I think someone like Naomi, especially after everything that's went down, I think she's going to be taken more serious, less taken for granted. And I would just like to see her win. So she's going to be my pick.
And would you like to see Naomi as a part of the bloodline?
Oh, that would be sweet. Yeah. That'd be cool, but I don't know. It'd have to be like I think after like the Sammy thing dissipates after all of that. And that's even another thing too. Maybe it wouldn't work out, but I got my money on her.
Yeah, Rhea Ripley's the obvious one that stands out to me when you look at the potential participants in this match. Becky Lynch is another big name that could easily win the Rumble main event with Charlotte Flair, and I wouldn't be surprised. Tuck's story makes sense. It's just I can't pick Bianca not knowing that she is officially in the Rumble, so I wasn't thinking her. But like I'm not going with her, but a dark horse for me, and she might have the most eliminations, Raquel Rodriguez. I think Raquel's got a rocket strapped to her right now. I know Tuck's been keeping up with SmackDown Weekly, probably. She's featured every episode. So
they're giving her mic time, they're giving her ring time. Yep.
Yeah, she's somebody to look out for, but ultimately my pick, it's got to be mommy. It's got to be Rhea Ripley. I mean, Rhea Ripley versus Bianca Belair at WrestleMania, that has been on my mind ever since they teased it in a backstage segment on Raw a couple months ago. It's a match we need to see, and why not do it at the biggest stage of them all? So for me, it's got to be Rhea Ripley to win.
You're probably right.
Royal Rumble. It seems like the safe pick, and I know it's boring, but I want it to be Rhea, and I think it's Rhea.
I mean, it ends up working out, but I think every year most years. I sometimes get disappointed because I think I always expect or prefer someone that hasn't had all these titles and title shots to win, to give someone new a chance. So when it's like a Charlotte winning or like a Becky winning, I'm like, come on, they don't need this. I understand that it opens up for new storylines and it all ends up working out, but I would like someone, I mean, not that Rhea's not established, but like, yeah, someone like Rhea over someone like Charlotte, like, just to say. So I don't know.
Regardless, I think the women's championship matches at WrestleMania will be awesome because you have Bianca and Charlotte as your current champions, and obviously things could change, but Charlotte and Bianca are two of the best in the business. Rumble Talk in the house, he's saying, let's go Rhea and Bianca for sure. He understands how it is. SCW Steve going with Becky Lynch, but he's down for Rhea, if not Becky. Bryant is saying Rhea is the only one that they have pushed enough to make sense at the moment. She's arguably the star of her stable these days. Robbie said, what am I talking about? Shotzi wins, obviously. There's the Robbie we know and love.
There you go.
Another call-up we didn't mention, Core Jade, Roxanne Perez.
Yeah.
I think they got to be a part of it because I think they're the future.
Lacey
of the
Evans?
Division. Oh, yeah. Good call. Good return there. Yeah.
Why, she's back again?
They're having vignettes on SmackDown. Mikey said, give me 2 first-time Rumble winners. Don't care. Just mix it up. So kind of going off of what you were saying a little bit, Erica. Ryan Vega says, if I have to see Raquel flexing her back, I knew this was coming. If I have to see Raquel flexing her back in front of the Mania sign after a win, I'd leave your place. Well, I hope that doesn't happen because I have.
He's not going to say bye either.
No, he won't.
He's not going to say good night, goodbye, good to see. And he's probably if there's a seltzer or 2 in the fridge, he's probably not going to grab them. We'll see.
Well, listen to this lineup for Saturday at my place. We got my brother, the best MVM of all time, Ryan Gagliardi in attendance. Aaron Oro's a day one guy with me on YouTube talking wrestling. We got Ryan Vogus himself. You obviously know about Ryan Vogus if you listen to our show every week. Mikey Kubaki Jr. and my family, my blood, and my cousin, Tyler Walk. So it's a packed house here. There's going to be a lot going down.
It's going to be great.
Yeah. So we got pizza, wings. It's going to be a good time. Steve says, yes, Erica, love this. The Rumble is a perfect opportunity to build new stars, just like Money in the Bank. He totally agrees with you. And to the 20 people watching live right now, we appreciate you. Give us a subscribe on YouTube if you haven't already. Give us a like, share, retweet, all that good stuff. And comment, interact with us. We want to hear your Royal Rumble predictions as well. And speaking of the Rumble, we are going to what we would guess is the main event, the men's Royal Rumble match. A little bit more names are confirmed. You have Kofi Kingston, Santos Escobar, Baron Corbin, Ricochet, Austin Theory, Seth Rollins, Bobby Lashley, Rey Mysterio, Gunther, Omos, Braun Strowman, and the returning Cody Rhodes. Erica, I believe you get to go first here. Mikey Wilson, real quick. I will not be making a rumble this week. Julie is mopping. I just fell hard on my ass. Right on, Mikey. All right. Good to know, Mikey.
He'll be at the Rumble. Can confirm Mikey Wilson will not be in the Rumble.
He won't.
I really thought Mikey was going to be a surprise. But speaking of surprises, we've seen the rumors, Erica, The Rock, Stone Cold Steve Austin. What? You think we see any of those big names?
I mean, I would love if this whole, The Rock's not in ring shape was just a giant MFing swerve. And whether he's in the Rumble, well, I guess it would make sense. Just somehow have the music hit and it's The Rock, whether he's 30, whether it's somehow gets like convoluted and he's just, I don't know, finds his way to WrestleMania. I would love for that to be the case. You? And I think Rock over Stone Cold.
Why not both?
Yeah, but Stone Cold versus who? I mean, yeah. I don't want to see Stone Cold versus Roman.
Would you want to see Stone Cold versus John Cena?
I want him to just not get hurt again.
That's fair criticism. Okay. There's other names out there that I think could make an appearance. You've seen Matt Cardona's name pop up.
Oh yeah,
he's
I bet.
filed a few trademarks, and especially if Chelsea's in the women's, you have to assume that he's going to be, I don't think it'll be that. I think it'll be Cardona himself.
No, he's going to be Cardona reincarnated.
Well, I think that's what
player.
I think. Tuck, you understand what he's doing with these trademarks. He's trademarking those so they can't use them. That's why I think he's doing the woo woo woo. At Zack Ryder, so he has to become Matt Cardona if he returns to WWE.
Yeah,
what about
give him the IP?
What about Logan Paul? John Cena?
No, he just turned back into a big piece of shit.
Whoa, what happened now? What am I missing?
With his pet pig that was found dead because he's just a piece of shit human, and then it was been dead or something.
Is that Erica's tomatoes right there?
My face got red.
Hold on. We have a great video. Let's run it really quick. The only time we'll get to use it. It's time for
Ladies and gentlemen, it's time for Erica's Tomatoes.
That is so fucking funny and good.
Ladies and gentlemen.
That is awesome.
All right,
yeah, fuck you, Logan Paul.
Throw it at him for me, please.
Yeah, fuck you, Logan Paul. Stupid
blonde. Oh, man. Oh, geez.
That was good.
You're getting a lot of love in the chat, too. We'll get to the comment section in a bit. It's blowing up right now. And I think a name we all can agree on we want to see back, Pat McAfee.
Oh, yeah, that'd be fun.
Oh, yeah.
Him in the Rumble would be sick. But before we give our picks, let's go to the comment section because it is blowing up tonight.
Well, hold on. Go ahead. We got Rumble Talk throwing the tomatoes in the chat. Yeah. Throw them up. Come on now.
Throw those tomatoes in the chat. Tino's going with Cody. Rumble Talk also is saying, what if Roman's test for Sami is to enter and win the Rumble so the title match is safe? It's a good thought. Waldo Green in the house.
He said Sami in Canada loses it at Elimination Chamber.
Okay.
There's some teeth to that because he got the Canada Sami KO thing of it all too.
Yeah,
that place
I definitely see that
would be blowing up. Yeah.
Waldo Green said Rhea for the women's Rumble, Cody for the men's, or Sami. Yeah, that seems to definitely be popular picks right there. Brian said Sami wins accidentally. He's part of the last three, and the other two eliminate each other the way Brett and Lex did. Yeah, look at Steve just singing the song. Something, Cody Rhodes. Love it. Tuck's really loving that song tonight. Rumble Talk said 23 years since The Rock won a Rumble. That's very interesting. Robbie thinks
Michael Jordan, year of the GOAT.
That's true. True that. Boo, Logan Paul sucks. You got somebody with you there. Steve said, to be honest, I think Cody does win. For me, Sami should win. Give us that organic star who got over and the potential of making a new main event star. And Ryan Vogus says the pick is alive, by the way.
And to Steve's comment, if the crowd gets a win and Sami goes where they want, there's money there too. They don't always do what the crowd is anticipating and things like that, but there's a big payoff in rewarding the fans with a fan-driven movement.
Question.
Similar to Daniel Bryan.
Excuse me. Wasn't it stated that when Cody comes back, he's going to get re-involved with the Rollins feud? Is that correct? So do you think there's
I think that was confirmed. No.
Oh, I thought that's what he said. So I just could see it they're in the ring at the same time, or they're in the Rumble at the same time, and just kind of go right for each other. And I don't see either one of them winning.
Yeah, I agree.
because of that factor.
Tino said he's got to go. Going live as usual. Great episode, guys. Erica, definitely going to miss you. Have fun this Saturday at the show. I'll see you guys on the next show.
Tino.
Thanks for stopping by, Tino. Appreciate it. And obviously a lot of love for a Tucky's tomato video. Tyan Moore is going with Zoe Stark to be a surprise. in the women's Royal Rumble. So yeah, let's get to the picks though, Tuck. You got a few names that you're kind of narrowed down to, or do you for sure on one person here?
I'm not for sure on one person. You got the Cody play, you got the Sammy play, you got the Seth Rollins play of it all.
The Rock.
You got the Erica Marini theory of it all.
I got my
right?
yes.
You know that there's
Pig is alive.
Okay, good to know.
Oh, and can't confirm Pig is not dead.
He came through
also
with the
breaking
receipts.
news. There we go. And so yeah, what story do you want? The money is going on Cody Rhodes, right? Is it too in your face? Is that what you want? I don't know.
Sometimes the things that are right in your face are the best option. What's your pick, sir?
I'm going Cody. Probably.
If you had to have another pick, who would it be?
Montez Ford.
That would go towards our 2023 predictions that I said.
I know that's not realistic, but that he is like.
Oh, so if that was a want, like if there was a want in what you predict, a want would be Montez Ford.
Oh my God! Come on, Thick Daddy. Come on.
It would be good. Robbie said, "Did Seth not say something about Cody? But Cody said he wants to move on from Seth." Yeah, I believe that is correct. Steve said, I think you could be right, Erica. Seth and Cody can start the match for the men's Royal Rumble. And Rumble Talk said Seth and Cody will end up being the next Mania trilogy with all these rumors. So, Erica, Tucky is going with Cody Rhodes. Who you got your eyes on here for the men's Royal Rumble?
Very chalky.
I'm gonna.
It does not give you an advantage to pick Cody on the predictions because that's where the money's going to go. You know what I mean? Like if you're looking to shake it up and mix it, I'm going safe with Cody because I'm risking on the women's side. Erica, I'm sorry for interrupting.
No, by all means. I'm gonna stick with what I said before. I think it would be very interesting. I think it would add another layer to things to have Sammy win, because what do you do from there? And I could see now we've been waiting for this fall apart since Survivor Series or even prior to. Now we made it to the Rumble, and it's like, what more could they possibly do? They keep serving it week after week, and it's been great. But I think having a situation such as Sammy winning the Rumble and Roman retaining, I think that just adds like another layer to it. So I'm sticking with Sammy.
I think those are the two best options. Cody Rhodes seems like the obvious one, but I mean, if you say, let's go back to November, if you would have asked right then and there, I think I even said on the podcast, Cody and Rhea. But the development with Sami Zayn in the Bloodline story, it makes so much sense, and it's organic. That's the beautiful part about this whole thing, is that Sammy is just naturally getting over with the audience. And if he is in the Rumble, because there's no guarantees, maybe Roman bans Sammy from the Rumble, but if he's in it, he's got to be one of the fan favorites. Like, he's right up there at the top of the card now, which is crazy to think about from where he was a year ago. Because granted, he worked a great entertaining match with Johnny Knoxville, but you would have never thought that guy could main event the next year's WrestleMania.
What about when he was doing the whole like conspiracy?
Conspiracy.
Yeah. When he was doing the whole conspiracy thing, or however the hell you say it, like, I hated that because you want something more from him. He's so entertaining. He's so good in ring. And I didn't like that character from him. So like you said, like having this organically grow. And I also wonder, it makes you wonder how much or how many like stories have changed because the thing with Sammy just keeps progressing and everyone's just like behind him, pushing for him, that I wonder, and I'm interested to see where it goes.
Yeah, for sure. And it's like, if it's not now, when do you strike with Sami Zayn? I'm going to stick to my guns here. I'm going with Cody Rhodes as my final pick. But there is a handful of names where if they want, I'd be like, I get it. Don't be surprised if Roman Reigns enters himself into the Rumble and wins the damn thing just to prevent somebody from. Right.
And it comes down to Sammy and Roman at the end, and Sammy just falls and takes the pin.
And if Seth Rollins is there at the end, he could win because he's the only one that's really taken it to Roman over the past couple years. I mean, he had a great match with him at last year.
That bodes well with Ryan's comments. Seth wins, takes the title off Roman before Mania. Seth versus Cody and Roman versus Rocket Mania for titles. Please,
it gets me going.
Like that'd be great.
Yeah, and then Sami Zayn, he's a slam dunk choice as well. Cody Rhodes, I think he was on a mission ever since he came back to the WWE, win the world title. Story writes itself. He's chasing that WWE title. Roman Reigns and the Noai family have been holding hostage all the titles for the past 2 years, so he needs to take one, if not both of those, from Roman at WrestleMania. So I think Cody Rhodes is definitely going to be my pick. We have a lot of comments here. Waldo Green is saying Karrion Kross could be a good surprise dark horse. It would be. I just don't think the story right now lines up for him. Yeah. I think like Gunther next year could be a name. Like let's talk about that. Who do you think could be like people we're talking about next year? I think Gunther's definitely one of them.
What about Austin Theory?
Yes.
Yeah.
LA Knight.
Montez. Yep. LA Knight. Yeah. We have a lot to look forward to with the up and comers, even though they're not. Another
return that could happen is Johnny Gargano. Johnny Gargano's been off for a little bit with an injury. Rumble Talk says,
"What's
yeah. Status? What's Ciampa up to? Randy Orton?
Oh yeah.
Big E. What if Big E came back at number 30? That would be huge.
It would be.
How long was Riddle suspended?
That's it. I mean, there's
a lot. They
John Cena,
a lot of intrigue and a lot of names that poke.
And here's what I'm gonna say, because I
say it, girl.
We don't need the throwbacks are fun. But you have, we're just spewing off people that we're saying for this year or next year. But, if you're talking about next year, this is the year to, have them in it as well. So, we don't need, and not so much in the men's, but, we don't need a freaking, I can't even think of someone that's not signed anymore. But, we don't need it.
Brutus the Barber Beefcake coming in.
We don't need Jerry the King Lawler coming down at number 5.
Please, no Jerry the King Lawler.
We don't need that.
Don't invite him back for any show.
And same with the women. Nikki Bella, shut the fuck up. I'm a huge Bella's fan, but just shut the fuck up. What did you want to do? Did you want to sit in back and play poker with
Ladies and gentlemen, it's time for Erica's Tomatoes.
Honestly,
and we're back.
I can't even plan for them. They just come out, they throw themselves, but just shut the fuck up. You're just whining. You're getting this Bella money. You got Nikki Bella gets married special. You didn't need all that. You're on the USA Network. You were doing media. You needed to have your big fucking jugs on camera, live on television. Just for what? You didn't.
What?
For what? Why? There was nothing for you. You should be wanting to push this current talent. Were you ready to be in ring? Did you want a tag match with you and Bray? No, I doubt it. So just shut up and be gracious. Or what are you gonna say now? Go to AEW then, Nikki. Shut the fuck up.
Boom. Mic drop. What if Nikki Bella eliminates Logan Paul?
And I'm a big Bella fan.
Those were tomato-shaped grenades right there.
The tomatoes are running wild in the chat, brother.
I don't think I said shut the fuck up more times in one run-on sentence. I apologize.
Question for you.
It just seems
shut the fuck up?
Sour grapes. Enough. You have the world. Enough. You didn't get television time. Get over yourself.
Ladies and gentlemen, it's time for Erica's Sour Grapes.
What I say?
We got a double dose of tomatoes today. What a treat on your last episode. Going on with a bang.
Farmer's market over here. Yeah, she's slim.
Juggernaut's in the chat. He says, love the hoodies. Juggernaut, you can go get yourself one this weekend at DynamiteWrestlingPodcast.com.
Now that you mention it, and to be clear, old hoodie, old company, old brand, new hoodie. Nice new hoodie. More vibrant. You could tell his is more distinct, as is hers. And you could also notice that Erica's wearing a white one. If you don't want a black one,
and
get a white one.
It's cropped.
Look at
and
that.
You can also
for
do
the ladies.
Version. Enter code Rumble, save your 10%.
Right on. Let's get to some more comments here. Great question from Ryan Vogus. What about Benoit winning again? I just don't think it's his year. Just don't think it's his time. Robbie Collins, could the Usos maybe do anything in the Rumble? Imagine Jay, Jimmy, Sammy, and Cody left in the Rumble. We will really see how much Sammy is trustworthy of the bloodline. That's
no money on KO.
No money on KO, apparently.
What if it comes down to that? Jimmy J.
Oh,
KO.
Oh, Erica, that's good.
What if?
Sets up that tag match potentially too.
What if?
Cody not in the final four?
Wow. Yeah, that would be tough.
There's a lot. That's why we love the Rumble.
That's the beauty of it.
One, Steve.
Solo for next year's Rumble is definitely on the list. Bryant going with Uncle Howdy for no good reason. Oh, this is a good surprise entrant idea. Rumble Talk says RVD the whole fucking show. Let's get RVD in there. I'm cool with that. I'm not cool with the Great Khali comment. We can go without him. But
I've
they're
very him lately.
What is he all over social media?
No, just as I'm going back through all these older Rumbles. Here he comes.
Here he comes.
His theme was a banger, though. I loved the Great Khali's theme. It was good stuff. I know we are saying no former people back, but reckon AJ Lee could come back. Let's light it up, huh, Erica?
Yeah.
Thoughts?
It's cute. I don't know.
Why not, though? SCW Steve said Erica is a true master chef with the 2 tomatoes.
I'm embarrassed. I black out, I spew, and then I feel bad. And I apologize.
To answer that question, Rumble Talk, he asked, will anyone ever draw or beat Stone Cold's record of 3 Rumble wins? If it'd be anybody, Roman Reigns.
Society.
But that's probably a good point. Yeah.
We used to live in a society.
The world, like back in the day, back in our day. Oh.
Yeah. Let me tell you something, brother. Let me talk to you. Waldo Green says, agree, build the current talent like Butch, Bronson Reed, Gargano, Gunther, Theory, so many others. Brian asks, are the Usos and Solo in there just to protect the title? I don't know why the Bloodline would want to be in it besides that. Yeah, I think that would definitely be the reasoning. Ryan Voga says, give me a Kevin Nash surprise after everything recently. That would be very awesome. How long's AJ Styles out for? Probably not going to be back for the Rumble, right?
No, I
broke his ankle. Yeah, I think he's going to be out a minute, but I don't know.
A hot minute even.
Steve says the musician Hardy has a surprise entrant to face Solo again in the Rumble after the guitar shot he took a few weeks ago on Raw. Yeah, it'd be similar to the Drew Carey thing going on. And Ryan Vogus, of course, had to get this one in. He says, lastly, not enough people mentioning my guy Goldberg.
Vogus showing up. Yep.
And Rumble Talk says, fun fact, The Rock's feet hit the floor first in the 2000 Rumble. Big Show should have won, technically. Ooh. I wasn't watching in 2000, so I'll have to go back and watch that. Tuck, have you watched the year 2000 Rumble yet or no?
Started in 2001. I am currently on 2014.
Oh.
So I have a couple more to go, and then I can run back to 2000.
You think you're going to truck through all of them until you get to this year?
Oh yeah, no, that's like
not enough time.
2 days from now, yeah.
I have a question. What is Steve talking about?
Well, what I'd prefer Gilbert.
No, the guitar shot.
The guy that sings the Royal Rumble theme is named Hardy.
He did a Raw run. He did a run in at Raw when they were in Nashville.
Correct.
Oh,
is that random? So because he's the theme song for the Rumble.
Oh.
Yeah. It looks like everybody would rather have Gilbert, though. Robbie said it. Steve said it. Right, Brian said it. Oh, man. Tough. That's tough, Vogus. So we are here, though, at the end of the show. We're an hour and 10 minutes in, which means it is time to give out the MVM of OTM. If you don't know what the MVM is, it is the most valuable mark of the On the Mark Wrestling Podcast. The person that's commenting the most, interacting, proposing great questions, and just, being a great person in the chat. Mm-hmm. This one was tough because this arguably was our most active chat to date. Numerous people tuning in live. We appreciate every single one of you, but it's funny, guys, with all the new faces we saw in the chat today, it's an and still MVM of the On the Mark Wrestling Podcast. SCW Steve. And he brought the heat.
Many young stars established their resumes tonight, and they got, they're getting their heat, they're getting over. But we do know we got to rely on the stars. Erica Marini's last show, highest volume of average viewership that we've had in a while. Like, stars are in it. He gets it, and that's why FCW Steve won it this week.
You know what? He did double duty tonight as well. He was very active in the chat, and we did the stream together earlier about the Royal Rumble. So go show some love to his channel, steveisthebomb.com. But that's pretty much all we got here for episode 132. Erica, like we said earlier at the beginning of the show, this definitely won't be the last time you are a part of an episode, but you will be stepping away as co-host. I just want to thank you for your friendship. I've done podcasts with you since 2017, 2018, and it carried over to this, which we built such a great following, and you being a part of the show, even for just a year, it was the most fun I've had doing podcasting in my entire life. So me personally, I don't want to speak for Tuck because I'm sure he's got things to say. Thank you for being a part of OTM.
We don't have to do
and the viewers probably don't know. It took me a few days to send Erica a text after we got the news. It felt like a wounded puppy there for a minute, because it was sad, right? And it is sad, but I will miss you. And it's not goodbye. It's until next time. You know what I mean?
Not, and it is, and it's. I don't even want to say bittersweet because it's not even the word. Like, I will miss this. I will miss like the interaction, but like obviously like, we're all still going to talk, and it's like nothing really changes. Yeah. And I just think if anything, it just makes it more to look forward to for like the next time. And I would like to thank you guys because this is the most fun I've ever had doing a podcast. I could not have asked for two better friends or two better co-hosts to do this with. I'm a fucking mess, and you guys make it very easy. You guys are easy, and it's just very genuine. And
yeah, we are.
You are. We'll talk about that later. But no, I love you guys, and it's fun. And like everybody that like I've met like in the chat through Twitter, like it's just I've grown. Like this whole like OTM community has grown, and it's just like feels so good. And I'm like very happy and like lucky to have been a part of it. And I love my time here. And like you said, it's just until next time. And there will be a next time. There will be many next times. So.
Yeah, I would say Erica is probably going to be a part of our WrestleMania show. And I'm sure Ian will as well. I don't know, Erica, if you saw the news, but Ian will be joining us on a part-time basis to co-host while Tucky.
I wanted to be snarky about it, but I don't.
Oh, you don't want to congratulate him or anything like that?
For kayfabe, yeah. Fuck you, Ian.
And Erica's our East Coast correspondent, holding it down.
That's right.
Indies, smaller shows, the correspondent out east. So
the beast from the east.
Focus on Marini's going to be the Ric Flair of retirement.
And
I hope so, because I'd love to have her back.
As Bryant mentioned earlier, I certainly hope that is the case. And Flair just said he is pissed off about that last match, so you never know.
We don't know. You're right.
No.
Rumble Talk with the TYM. Thank you, Marini, in the chat. More tomatoes. Nobody else can take over the Erica's tomatoes, so they will be in our arsenal, though, whenever she decides to stop by. And Waldo Green said he stumbled across us from watching Cultaholic, which is a huge crossover.
Wow.
Cultaholic
Awesome.
has almost 1 million subscribers, I think. So thank you, Waldo, for tuning in.
Very
We're just
cool.
3 regular marks over here.
Welcome to the family.
Yeah, I think that's all we got for him. Tucky, you want to send us home?
People, holy shit. Royal Rumble 2023, 2 days away. Make sure you tune in and bit.ly/Rumble23 down there. Get your predictions in. I'm giving something away. I don't know what it is. One of these guys. It was a great show. I got the tingles, right? And make sure that if you're on YouTube, you subscribe, hit that like button and the bell at Pot on the Mark, TikTok, Twitter, Instagram. You know where to follow us. We're going to be here. Right here, same time, same place next week. And we're going to talk about what happened. It's going to be wild. Very excited. cannot be worse than last year's Royal Rumble. So we do have that going for us. I'm kind of pissed that I went to that one and maybe not this one. So,
yep, I mentioned that a little earlier, but hey, beggars can't be choosers, right?
Sure.
Yes. And as always, the last time Marini is going to be saying this for a little while. Ladies and gentlemen, thank you for listening to the On the Mark Wrestling podcast.